So hello Virgo, Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. It is a time of where we have intellectual growth. Now, Mercury retrograde in Aquarius means we have a massive intellectual growth. We have kind of understandings and standing in our truth. So we follow that in very heartily. It's also, this Mercury retrograde is bringing out any kind of volunteer work and humanitarian work as well. It's very strongly highlighted. So if people see any kind of injustice, they would go in to kind of try to fix it or be in a service in a lot of ways. It's also because Aquarius is very connected to technology, then our technology can act up during this time. It's a perfect time to take your car in a service, to clear your phones and tablets and any type of kind of a technology from viruses and malware. But it's not a great time to buy anything new or sign any contracts. Now, it's also a great time for connecting with old friends. A lot of exes could return because they wanted to come out and find out the truth themselves. They might have like this epiphany and understanding and healing happening during this Mercury retrograde when they want to connect with someone to talk to them about situations. So during the Virgo for you, this happens in your 6th house. And this is all about your daily life and routine and how you approach it. So you could work, it's also to do with your work and your work situations as well. You will be reconsidering all your work routine, home routine, any type of daily routine. You would be looking where you could do much better, okay? Old health issues can return for you during this Mercury retrograde, so watch out. It's also a great time that if they do return, that you go and really tap and fix that. So if you have this back pain on off, and this time you might be kind of going like, you know what, I'm gonna fix it this time. Great time for Virgos also to get back into their fitness regime. If you haven't done anything or you want to kind of push yourself a little bit harder, this is the good time to kind of dig your heels in and move forward. You also, the work could be mayhem and you could have a lot of issues happening at work. And that's kind of a generally to all earth signs could be struggling with their work environment and work routine. So you would be going more into kind of even talk to your boss a little bit or try to change the daily routine in your work. Now, if you have any kind of a high intense situations at work, don't walk out now, okay? Just try to stay there until end of the Mercury retrograde, because you might get a better, if you just walk out now, you might cause leave it with things hanging and high kind of emotions there. But if you wait until the end of Mercury retrograde, you more likely will get better terms. Even maybe you get to different office transfer, you might get less load of it. You just have a better way to negotiate your leaving terms, okay? You might get longer time to find a new job or better money instead of just walking out, okay? It's also, try to be very flexible with yourself. Trying to get new routines in, it is taking time. From my point of view, it takes 90 days, okay? That's where I'm gonna aim in, that the first 3 weeks, yay, but next the 4, 5, 6 weeks, these are the hardest, when you're starting to actually rewire your brain and old kind of patterns and reconnect and making new connections with your new routine. So be very kind to yourself. And be very flexible with yourself. If your body feels, to listen to your body a lot, okay, because that's where your health and your diet as well, great time to start a new diet or change the dietary needs in your environment. So and get a health checkup. So if you're feeling tired and bit of a, then great time to get any checkup, even on your pet, your car, like I said, phones, good time for in that. So let's see what our cards are telling us. Can we get some more kind of information from the card? Now these would, they would resonate with some and wouldn't resonate with others. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest, okay? So we have contracts, yeah. Now contracts comes out in reverse, but I'm going to put it upside. So this is definitely that if there is any kind of problems with the contracts, no, don't sign anything, but it's a great time to, what's the word? I just had it. Redo or talk about it, but don't sign anything until past the 21st. So if you're going in to renegotiate your contracts and any kind of that type of things, to find this balance. And we also have anxiety. So if you're kind of in a point that, like I'm saying, food, health, if your health is because you're feeling very depressed or very anxiety, then looking for help and guidance for that. And physical, any kind of fitness helps a whole lot with anxiety, including food, getting out some alcohol or coffee, and please, I love coffee. I think it's like my blood type is C, but sometimes it can help to lower down your intake of coffee, so if especially very anxious times, and replace it with something more a little bit healthier. We also have the thinking man, and this goes under the contract. So I do think there is a little bit of kind of this, like again, renegotiating, rethinking of your work environment, and how the routines, and do you want to spend more time with your kids and family and loved ones? Do you want to make more time for your own business and your hobbies? So this is where you're starting to renegotiate your contracts, the relook of the things, how you actually spend your time, the daily time, this 24 hours, 7 days a week. Like this 3 weeks would be very kind of, the truth is coming out and you're kind of following. It's like, this is not what I want. I don't want to work 60 hours a week. I want to spend at least 20 hours from that with my kids and family, or even 30 hours. So it's just kind of a really started to rethink and relook at your things. Yeah, we also have the thinking woman. So you could be that there is, you decide with your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, to really relook how you spend your times together. And yeah, you could reconnect with an ex, or I don't feel for you that much, because it's in the 6th house and it is about your daily routine and how you spend time. So I do think that there's a lot of thinking and communication of how you spend your time with your loved ones. So there could be one side, your partner coming up and saying like, you're too tired, you're too anxious because of your work or the social environment, you need to do something, and then you would be having a communication about it. And the world, yeah, the world is just deciding what is your word, where you want to go. There's someone coming in here. Where you want to go. Okay, hang on. Okay, someone coming in here, and someone wants me to pull this card for you. Okay, there's 2 cards. What do you want to show me? Yeah, healing, candle flame, burn this power, bring to me your healing power. So this is there is a lot of healing happening for you during this Mercury retrograde, and mainly because you want to balance out your home and your work, and you also be healing. What I hear this card it's on my left side. So this is a female coming in. There is, and it's an ancestor, it could be a granny, or there's an older person coming in here. There is some type of a healing happening with an old health issue. And it's coming, so basically there is an old health issue. It could be to do with a line from your family. This is only resonance with some of you, okay? It's kind of highlighted, and it really comes out because during this Mercury retrograde, when you're kind of going, you're so stressed and so overworked that it is just starting to highlight a little bit more, and you will be decided to kind of close this chapter, to take it on moving forward. Now, some of you might have had that issue for a little while, and it caused you anxiety, but you haven't gone to see the doctor about it. And this could be this when you're having conversation with your loved ones and you decide that maybe change of career would be a better option. And when you go into end your contract, they will give you a better kind of a terms and time off for your work, for your healing. So yeah, do you want something else? Okay. This is advice about this healing. What I'm asked to give it to you. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So yeah, if next full moon is in Virgo. It's an end of February. I want to say 28. I could be wrong. Where's my book? And that is kind of that would be in your sign, and this new moon in Aquarius is in 11th of February. Full moon in Virgo is 27th of February. And it's a positive thinking and culmination. So this would be in your sign, and this would have a highly kind of high tendency for you. So full moon in Taurus would be where you're getting your kind of a final last leg of your healing. I wouldn't be able to tell you right now when that happens. Actually, would be. Hang on. But your dreams need a practical plan. So if you want to follow any kind of this healing journey, or any kind of you want to do also something for your own work, you need a practical plan to go through it. So even like say if you are tackling your health issues and you want to kind of go further down to, it's 31st of July this, no, full Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus is November 19th this year is the full moon in Taurus. So you need a practical plan to find your balance in the home and work environment. So can we get any more advice? Advice for Virgo. That's a lot. Okay. So we have calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during the intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord, may your peaceful calm take over. So stay calm in any kind of situation. Like we have anxiety here, so you would be probably struggling with a little bit of anxiety during this Mercury retrograde. So try to stay calm, meditate, use this old ancient, and obviously if you can or have a medication for your anxiety, take it, absolutely, if it's something for you. SPD oils help as well if they're prescribed and are good quality ones. You know, talking from experience, didn't fit me 100%, but any kind of a natural mindfulness and meditation helped me, and then I just stopped taking it in the end. And spaciousness, what do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places or things strain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me enthusiasm and joy. So making space and room, like I said, you might be negotiating your time because you're starting to make space in your daily routine for yourself. So you're releasing anything but doesn't serve you or don't need you anymore. So that's all I have for you, Virgo. This has been great. I wish you so much best of luck. I have Virgo in my life. It's my kid's aunt who just lost their father. So it does, I would say, fit right into her environment as well, where she's starting to really appreciate more of her family and how much to spend with it. So, and how much work she actually does outside her home. So hang in there, and yeah, I wish you best of luck. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to chat to you soon. Bye.